Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to write festival and event guides using AI agent. So let's suppose I'm a blog writer and I want that whenever I'm going to add a new blog title in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, the response of the blog should be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI and it should be automatically created as a blog on my WordPress. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I am going to add a new data in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the response will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI and it will be automatically created as a post on my WordPress. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to write festival and event guides using AI agent. For this, I have created this automation workflow where I have built connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress. And now we are going to check this automation workflow once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets, and as soon as I'm going to add the details in this particular Google Sheets spreadsheet, the post will be automatically created on my WordPress. So I'm quickly going to add the details like, here I have entered all the details. The event name is Diwali Celebration. Cities, Mumbai, event dates are these. Key attractions are fireworks, food markets, diya decoration. Historical and cultural significance marks the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after 14 years. So here I am going to open my WordPress and I am going to refresh this page once and you will see a post will be automatically created on my WordPress. Let's refresh this once again. And here we can see that this Diwali celebration post has been created. If I click on this view, let's open this and check what post has been created. So it says Diwali celebration in Mumbai, a festival of lights, dates. And then I've received the introduction. Then I have received the significance of Diwali, key attraction of Diwali celebration, food markets, their decoration, temple visit, best time to attend, local flavor and travel advice, and the final thoughts. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to write festival and event guides using AI agent. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Sheets and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. And if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to write festival and event guides using AI agent. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I am going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to write festival and event guides using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to add a new topic or a title in my Google Sheet spreadsheet which I've created, the festival guide will be automatically created using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to write the title or add the title in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to add the new title and then action says do this, then generate the blog using AI agent and then create a post on WordPress. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Sheets, and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and WordPress. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to quickly take Google Sheets. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new or updated spreadsheet row. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So reading the self task, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheet spreadsheet which I've created by the name Event Guide Blog, and I'm going to enter all these details like the event name, city, event dates, key attractions, historical and cultural significance. I'm going to quickly add all the details. So here I've added all the details. The event name is NYC Summer Festival, city is New York City, event date is this, key attractions are these, historical and cultural significance are these. Now I want to send all this data to my Pabbly Connect workflow so that this data could be processed and the blog could be generated and created as a post on my WordPress. For that, I have to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, and to do that, I'm going to click on this extensions, go to add-ons, and then click on this get add-ons. Here Google Workspace Marketplace will appear in front of me, where I need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And it is showing install because I have already installed this in my Google Sheets. But if you are doing this for the first time, make sure that you follow the same process and install this Pabbly Connect webhooks. After that you install this, it will start appearing over here, and from here you have to go towards this initial setup. Now this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter the webhook URL in the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I'm provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to copy this webhook URL, paste that webhook URL over here, and then I need to enter the trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data entry column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here my final data entry column or the end column is column E, which means whenever I'm going to add the data in this particular column, the complete row data will be sent to my Pabbly Connect workflow. Here I've entered trigger column as column E, and now I'm simply going to click on the send test, and you will see the complete data will be sent to my Pabbly Connect workflow. Here trigger column simply means the final data entry column or the end column. So here we have sent this test data sent successfully. We have sent all the details to Pabbly Connect workflow, and now I'm going to click on the submit, and you will see setup configured successfully. Now I have to follow a very important step. I have to go towards this extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then click on the send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. Now I'll go back to my workflow, and if I scroll down, I can see all the response which I have received from my Google Sheet spreadsheet. These are the same data and the details. The key attractions were live jazz performance in Central Park, historical and cultural significance celebrates NYC Jazz legacy dating back. Event name was NYC Summer Festival, event dates were these, and the city was New York City. These are the same exact details which I have added in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, and I have received that response here. Now this shows the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets with the help of this webhook URL is successful. And now whenever I'm going to add a new detail, I'll start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I'm going to add a new detail, I want to create guide or a blog on that title or a topic so that I can create a post on my WordPress. So then in my action application, first I'm going to create this, and to do that I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as ChatGPT and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to enter this token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink. And it has taken me towards the API keys page. Now to create a new API token, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to provide the key name. So let's say the key name is test. The project will be default project. The permissions will be all. And then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to me, which I need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here, as I have already an existing connection, I have created this connection multiple times. I'm going to select this and then click on the save. Here, OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the AI model and the prompt. From this dropdown, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini. If you do not find your AI model, simply toggle on this mapping button, remove this AI model and enter your own AI model. Here, I'm going to enter my AI model from this dropdown. And now I'm going to enter the prompt like, I have received all the details from Google Sheets spreadsheet, which I'm going to map in this prompt, and I'm going to write the prompt like these are the details and I want to create a post on that. I'm quickly going to add my prompt like. So here I've entered this prompt. You run a city guide blog and need to update readers on upcoming events. Write a detailed and informative blog post about the event. I'm going to enter the event happening in this city from this date. Attractions and significance are these. I'm going to enter these details. Include the following: a warm introduction explaining what the event is, the historical or cultural significance of the event, a section on the key attractions visitors can enjoy, tips on the best times to attend, what to expect, and who it's suitable for. I have entered this prompt and I'm going to add all these details, but I'm not going to enter these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. Here I have received the response from my Google Sheets, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Sheets, and when I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Here I'm going to enter the city happening in. I'm going to enter the festival, which is event name, which is this one, NYC Summer Jazz Festival. And then I'm going to enter the date from this date. And then I'm going to enter the attractions as live jazz performance in Central Park, and the significance as celebrates NYC jazz legacy dating back to this Renaissance. Now over here, I have mapped all these details because mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now that I've entered all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received the response. In this message content, I have my blog. NYC Summer Jazz Festival is a celebration of music, culture and community. Mark your calendar, July this. Then we have received the introduction, the cultural significance. We have received the key attraction of the NYC Summer Jazz Festival. And then we have received the artist meetup, tips for attending NYC. And then what to expect, suitable for travel advice, and the rest of the details. If you want to enhance this blog more, if you want to enhance or create a more detailed or beautiful post, you can add all the things that you want to mention in your post in the prompt. So according to me, this is a very detailed and nice post, and I'm going to post this to my WordPress. For that, I'm going to click on the Add Action Step button, and then I'm going to search for WordPress. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as create a post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter these details. So over here, first I'm going to enter the space URL. To get the space URL, I'm going to open my WordPress and I'm going to enter this from the URL pay2vault.com/wp3, and I'm going to enter this, and then I need to enter the email and the password. Now I'm going to enter the login credentials of my WordPress. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save, and you will see that the WordPress will be connected to my Pabbly Connect. So here WordPress is connected, and now I have to enter all these details. First, I'm going to select my post type as posts, and then the title. I'm going to enter the title as event name, and then I'm going to enter the post content which I received from my OpenAI response. This is the post content. Now these fields are not required one. I'm going to skip this. The status remain published. If you want to select any other status, you can select from this drop down. In the category and tag ID, I'm not going to anything. In this featured media ID, I'm going to toggle on this button, and then I'm going to remove this, because if I keep this or select this from the drop down, it will become static and keep posting on all of my posts. The format remains standard, pink status and common status open. Author ID is, I'm going to select the author ID, and then these fields are not required ones, so I'm going to skip this. Over here, I have mapped all the required details, and now I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. You will see that this post will be created automatically on my WordPress. Here we have received the response. Now let's open my WordPress. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to go towards this all posts. And here it has been created. I'm going to click on this view, NYC Summer Jazz Festival, and this is the same exact post. So now to summarize, we took Google Sheets as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the details from my Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect workflow. And when I receive these data or the details, I want to create a post. With the help of OpenAI, I created the post, and then I created a post on my WordPress. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And here we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.